Hi, this is Jenna Owens, and I'm doing my AP World History project on Ayatollah Ruholla Khomeini. His special abilities. Well, he was the supreme religious leader of Iran, or what is now Islamic Republic of Iran. He led the Islamic Revolution, which was a total success, and he made Iran the theocracy it is now. When he was born September 24th, 1902. Countries he influenced, he only really influenced Iran, and you'll see how later on. Important dates. I'm only going to mention a few since there are so many. He was born in 1902. His father was murdered a few months after he was born in 1903. His mother and aunt therefore took care of him, but they got cholera and died in 1918. So his brother took care of him, and his brother sent him to get an education in Qom, and which also helped him learn more about his culture, and that was in 1923. In 1929, he got married. In 1961, he became the Ayatollah. In 1963, he was arrested because he delivered a message or a speech that offended the Shah. In 1964, he was exiled to Turkey and stayed there for 13 years. 1978, the Islamic Revolution movement began. In 1979, he established the Islamic Republic. He obtained the title of Imam, which is the highest religious rank in Shia, and he became the supreme leader of Iran. In 1979, the Iranian hostage crisis happened. In 1918, the Iran-Iraq War occurred, and in 1989, he died. Economic changes. He didn't really make any economic changes. I would just say he helped develop the economy. Of his family, his father was Sayyid Mustafa Hindi, and his mother Hajar, and his aunt Sahiba, his brother Sayyid Murtaza, and then him. Geography of the country. So Iran is in the Middle East, and the Middle East was a majority of the Islamic empires. Therefore, Islam is a big impact in Iran, and therefore it had a big impact in Khomeini's life. Historical compact. Economically, like I said before, he improved Iran's economic state. Politically, he started the Islamic Revolution, changing the political structure somewhat back to when the Islamic empires were in rule. He made the Sharia law the law of the land, and he suppressed freedom of speech and press. Socially, the women lost their rights. Environmentally, the Iran-Iraq War, polluted the environment because of the vehicles used and the dead bodies. And culturally, Iran became a theocracy. Who he was influenced by. Khomeini's biggest influences were Mirza Muhammad Ali Shahabadi, who was a teacher, and some historic Sufi mystics, including Mullah Sadra and Ibn Arabi. What jobs he had, as I was mentioning throughout this, he was the Ayatollah, which is the leading Shia scholar. He was the supreme leader, and he became the Imam. Kids and love life. He was married to Khadija Saqafi, and they had 7 kids, but only 5 survived past infancy. A mystery, or what I found ironic, was that Khomeini, he studied, followed, and worked with these Islamic leaders who believed that religion and government should be separate. However, somehow he believed differently and believed that religion and government should be together. What's new about him, or what was the difference between him and those who were before him? So, like I just stated, the other Ayatollah believed that religion and government should be separate, and Khomeini believed that religion and government should be combined. What I found offensive was how when Khomeini got into power, he took the rights that the women had just gotten when the Shah was in power. Political changes. So Iran, when Khomeini was in power, Iran became a theocracy. The Islamic Revolution caused nationalism in Iran. The Shah no longer held power to rule, and Khomeini ended the Pahlavi dynasty. Quagmires. Okay, so the problems that he faced, or the big obstacles, were when he was imprisoned and when he was exiled to Turkey. Our Revere. So he was very much supported and respected in Iran because the Iranians saw what he was trying to do. He was just trying to make Iran a better place by making the Islamic culture the base. And the Shah, however, was leading Iran to be imperialized by the U.S., and the Iranians saw that too, so they decided to support the person who was going to try to help them. As social changes, as I said before, the women lost the rights that they had just gained by the Shah, and he made sure that the clerics who helped him or had the same beliefs that he did, he made sure that they had high ranks in government. Time period, he was in two time periods because he was born in the modern era and he lived through the 20th century. Therefore, he was in a part of two units, Unit 4 and Unit 5. Value. He didn't really produce anything of value except for maybe his children. Yes, he was a winner because he was the supreme leader, and he got the title of Imam, which was the highest religious rank in Shia. But during the Iran-Iraq War, no one really won it because the UN stepped in and ended it themselves. Why he was so extraordinary. So Ayatollah Ruholla Khomeini was an advocate for the return of an Islamic government, while the Shah was trying to make alliances with the U.S., ruining their culture by westernizing. He launched a cultural revolution in order to Islamize the whole country, and he led the Islamic Revolution. He left behind the world's only modern theocracy, Iran. That is all for me right now. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything. Coulter, you should give me an A for effort. And yeah, thank you. Bye.